What is up YouTube? It's Kingfisher745, and in this video we're going to cover Chapter 9, Mission 3's Heroic. Originally this was supposed to be a 3-on-3 fight, or at least that's what was mistakenly said. So I'm leaving Hybrid on there. It feels like he deserved to be part of this fight. The actual fight though is going to be between Anti-Venom, Agent Venom, and Carnage, Green Goblin, and Scream. You're going to need both of these characters. It doesn't say any one of them is a team up, and you will also notice that you're facing 2 scrappers and 1 tactician. Anti-Venom is of course a bruiser, and Agent Venom is unfortunately an infiltrator. This is going to lead to the biggest concerns in this fight. 1, it's going to help your enemies get even more attacks, and they already take quite a few. And 2, it's going to allow them to possibly put more bleed stacks on you, which is quite simply the hardest part of this fight. Because of that, you could use something like the Styptic if you have it, especially on Agent Venom. For me in this battle, I'm not going to do that. In fact, I actually didn't have a single ISO, AISO, or EISO wise on Agent Venom at all. So this fight is very doable, especially if you have a high level Anti-Venom. Now quickly mousing over the enemies. First you see Carnage has acquired taste. Chance to preemptively counter attacks made by enemies with bleeding. Now this could be a problem, and quite simply Carnage is the biggest threat in this fight. So if you can, take him out first. Don't get me wrong, if you drop Scream first you can still win this fight pretty easily. But Carnage is the most annoying character. He takes a lot of attacks and he places bleeding. Now as far as Green Goblin, he is the least of your concern. The only thing that may bother you is his cower. And yes, getting hit by cower is very annoying, especially on a big hit. But he's not going to attack that much. Scream, as we know, can be annoying. But at least in this case we have an infiltrator. And no blasters. Now as we begin, turn order may play a role. You could get extremely unlucky. And in this case, it's pretty bad. Since we at least got the first turn with Anti-Venom, we're going to use our level 2, and at the very least debuff the enemies. You could go with your level 1 on Carnage if you wanted to, but he's going to gain health back, and you'll want to try to set up your big hitting crusade. Right away, once he starts attacking, you're going to see why he should be your #1 priority. His constant attacking is only made worse by his scrapper power. Thankfully, your Agent Venom will gain out of control from time to time, and with that, he'll become a bruiser, making the fight somewhat easier. Don't get me wrong, it's great when it happens, but for now, Carnage already has his scrapper follow-up. Still, as the monster Venom, we can use our level 6, We Are Venom as a free action. This grants us permanent bond, so our single target attacks will grant a follow-up attack. Then you can even gain back a little bit of HP by using your level 2 Eat Your Brains, but in this case we're affected by cower. With our next attack we're going with the Crusade on Carnage, hopefully to knock him out, but you do also have the option of using your level 9. This removes effects from class bonuses. But besides taking away beneficial status effects, it also removes harmful status effects as well. Let's just say it's not my favorite level 9. Fortunately though, we do drop Carnage with a counterattack. And now the hardest part is out of the way. Once again, Green Goblin doesn't do any damage, and with our Agent Venom, we can use our level 9, Hail Mary, which will break the bonds of symbiotes, causing extra damage. It also has deadly crits, and applies bleeding and burning to other targets. In this case, since it's a single target attack, we'll get a follow-up, plus combat reflexes from hitting a tactician. So yeah, it's a pretty big deal. And even when all 3 enemies are up, you're going to want a single target attack Scream, usually with this attack. After that, Anti-Venom, typically your MVP, will hopefully be able to take down Scream once again with a Crusade. What I was saying earlier is, Anti-Venom can easily take down an opponent when it's 1v1, no matter which one it is. 2 targets, also very doable. He can almost take down all 3 himself. So if your Anti-Venom is leveled, you shouldn't have too many problems, outside of maybe turn order and bleeding. So like I said, concentrate on Carnage first, and then the rest should be a breeze. Green Goblin may be annoying as far as taking some hits, but he doesn't do much damage at all. So we'll just whittle away his remaining health and then hopefully win another EISO. So far I've won 2 for Agent Venom, and even though it's good, I did not equip it for this fight. I didn't think that would be fair. But with our monster version of Venom, we're going to continue to eat Green Goblin's brains, mainly because I love that ability. And then once we can hit him with a Crusade, it should be over. Oh, and just for a few further tips, you could always use the sympathetic EISO, so when you rest, you gain back HP. This could work well for Agent Venom. The Styptic for bleeding if you have it, or if you're ever getting stunned, you could always use Relentless. Even though I really haven't had any problems with this one, like any heroic, the fight can change up. You could end up getting the worst turn order, and so many stacks of bleeding that you can't win. It's possible. If that ends up being the case, then you should just try again, and hopefully with better turn order, you should be fine. You're going to get a chance at 2 different EISO. Both of them are quite powerful. I am a big fan of Agent Venoms, and after posting this video, I'm going to equip that on him full time, since I do already have it. Now you can also win 1 and 5 CP, so the roulette's kind of a ripoff. I don't know why they do this, but there's no 3 option. However, for Anti-Venom you can get the Shifty EISO 8. That grants him Symbiotic Flow, chance to avoid incoming attacks. As if Anti-Venom wasn't already tough enough. Then for Agent Venom, the Assertive EISO 8 grants him Squad Leader. Combat awareness is given to all allies at the beginning of each turn. That's really sick. So you're going to be counterattacking every round. Like I said, it's awesome. Hopefully now we can win Anti-Venoms. But unfortunately, we only get a digital spotter. So that's going to be the end of Mission 3's heroic battle, and now we're halfway through. I'm hoping to have them all posted by Tuesday. But since we unlocked Nurcod yesterday, that video is going to be posted on Monday. So make sure you stay tuned and check out the Breaker of Oceans in PvP action, starting tomorrow. Lastly, I want to thank you all for watching and ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, good luck and take care.